Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. It's Friday. It is Friday, and today is auction day. It's actually the first part of a two-day auction that we're going to be hosting, COMICSGATE Live Auction Night. We're going to be hosting it tonight at 9 p.m. I'm going to have lots of people come in here, guys. Lots of people are going to be here. Lots of people are going to be a part of this auction. Some of the best artists within COMICSGATE, and we're gonna extend it to Saturday. Ordinarily, the problem with these auction streams is that they kind of go on too long until it's 5 a.m. Nobody has any energy. We're high energy here at COMICSGATE, high energy, and we want to make sure that we are we got a string. We are pepped up all through the night. So we're going to extend it for both nights. When we get tired, we're actually going to stop, and we'll come back Saturday, and we'll just finish out, because I want everybody to be able to post their artwork, show their artwork, and get a chance to sell their artwork to you guys, because that's what we do. Some people do these COMICSGATE auctions every week. We don't believe in that. We do not believe in doing comic book auctions every single week. Once every season. So we did one in January. That was winter. It was incredibly successful. Everyone really enjoyed it. And I said we'll come back in spring. We'll come back in April, and that's what we're doing. How are you guys today? Let's see. Casey Bennett says, "Is there any Ghostbusters art?" Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We will see what goes on. Mo Big says, "Hail Caesar." Comic Book Scrapyard says, "Couldn't you at least have gotten dressed up, Ethan?" Elegant, guys. Let's be honest here. It's important that we do that. Notice Me EVS says, "Panda." 100%. You are noticed. $500 confirmed, says Tippy Tail McKitty. Excellent. That's the kind of attitude. That's the kind of spirit that we need to bring to COMICSGATE Live art auction tonight, everyone. Thanks for being here. What time is the auction on until? It's kind of like until we get tired. It's kind of like until customers get tired and we get tired, and we kind of sense that like people are bored or tired, whatever it is. We have mercy on you. We have pity on you, and we're disciplined people. We will absolutely end the auction when it's time to end the auction. That's kind of how it goes. That's right. Get those stimulus checks ready. LOL. Just kidding. No, for real. Get them ready. Mike S. Miller did an auction where he was like, "Come on, guys. Hey, you're not going to get these stimulus checks again." We don't do that. If you don't have the money to back COMICSGATE books or buy comic book art, don't do it. We only want people who are secure about finances and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, let's see. Elephant EVS, not elegant, LOL. That's a lie, Amateur Anth. Very elegant. All right, so today got an interesting article from Bleeding Cool. Bleeding Cool is now obsessed with me. Now obsessed with me, quote unquote. No, they've been obsessed with me for a little while now. And yesterday, I went ahead and just spilled it because Don Chin is very excited about this. Don Chin is the co-creator of a book called Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters, which was a parody of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was it a parody of them? I don't know if it was a parody of them. It was more like a ripoff of the Turtles. There were a lot of them. There was, let's see, Kung Fu Kangaroos. What was that? Atomic Kung Fu Kangaroos? I don't recall, but there were a few like that. Black Belt Hamsters was the best one out of all of them. Anyway, the book was around for a long time. Don Chin wants to cross over with Cyberfrog. I have no problem with that. So he started writing the story. We talked about it. We hashed out a good story that kind of worked along with what I was already doing with the Cyberfrog, story. The bigger, like Cyberfrog season 1 story. It's good. So he's writing it right now. I've got EJ Moore just drawing it. And since Don Chin's talking about it, I just said, all right, we'll just kind of announce it. Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters crossovers with Cyberfrog, crossovers with Cyberfrog. Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles parody created by Don Chen. Now, I want you to watch how Rich Johnson's a piece of shit. And Patrick Parsons, published by Comic Castle and then Eclipse Comics in 1986. It was later drawn by Chris Walker and then Sam Keith, which is when I discovered it. Who cares, Rich? Rich, who cares when you discovered it? Fuck you, sir. With later series published by Parody Press and then more recently by Dynamite Entertainment. Okay. Parody of a parody. It saw 4 hamsters mutated by space travel crash in a Tibetan monastery where the 4 now sentient creatures were adopted by the monks and trained in the martial arts. The 4 were named after actors from action and kung fu movies. So Clint, of course, Clint Eastwood, he has a gun. Chuck Norris, there's Bruce. Is that that's got to be Bruce Lee, right? And Jackie, that's got to be Jackie Chan. The series ran for 9 issues from January 1986 to 1988 with a number of spin-offs. Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters in 3D, drawn by Ty Templeton, Richard Pace's best friend. Ran for 4 issues in 1986. We had Clint Hamster Triumphant. Never read any of this. And the Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters Massacre. But then we had nothing for a couple of decades until Dynamite revived another series in 2008 with a new series by Keith Champagne and Tom Yen. This, believe it or not, all of this, you can just forget these 3 letters. It's pronounced Yen. So what is this new? Yen. It's just Yen. Only for another decade plus gap since then. Now it appears that Don Chen is reviving these. And look, he was busy. Anthropomorphic animals from the 80s combined with a similar creation from the 90s. Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog. There's a link here, and the link goes to Dynamite. This is, a story that Bleeding Cool did about Dynamite doing a Cyberfrog Vampirella variant cover. Cyberfrog has seen a revival of late by Ethan as a crowdfunded occasional comic book on Indiegogo, and many Bleeding Cool readers will be familiar with our back and forth over the years. These are 4 instances of Rich Johnson's Bleeding Cool harassing me. Let's use the word harassment. Ethan's mean. Ethan's mean again. Ethan's not a Nazi, but is he really? Oh my goodness. Ethan's mean streak once again. Directed at retailers. Oh no! Don Chen posted the following art on social media, which shows he is writing and drawing new pages with Cyberfrog as part of the storyline. Wrong. He is not drawing shit. This is E.J. Morgis's artwork. E.J. Morgis, actually, I mentioned it once. I think I might have mentioned hamsters once, like a year ago. And EJ was so inspired by just the idea of Cyberfrog and the hamsters that EJ started writing his own little story here. This has nothing to do with what Don Chen's doing. EJ takes initiative. This is why EJ is awesome. He actually started doing little thumbnails of his own story. This is Heather Swain and Cyberfrog fighting the hamsters. Here's Cyberfrog and the hamsters to scale. You can see that this is how tall Heather is compared to one of the hamsters, Cyberfrog. Actually, Cyberfrog is shorter than Heather. It was followed by Van Sciver announcing it as Cyberfrog versus Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters, written by Don Chen and drawn by E.J. Morgis, and artist for Xenoscope's Wonderland, and on Rob Liefeld's Evangeline. I didn't know that, EJ. I didn't know that you drew Evangeline once. But recently drawing Ethan's Cyberfrog sequel. Wrong. Not a sequel, just one book within the sequel. But will Ethan be able to get that Cerebus Cyberfrog crossover he seemed to be heading towards before? Look at this smug look on Rich Johnson's face. Dave Sim, legendary writer Dave Sim, contacted me. He said, I like COMICSGATE. I just, I feel like I was one of the original guys to be canceled by the social justice warriors. Dave Sim said, I feel like I'm one of the original guys to be canceled by social justice warriors because I'm an anti-feminist. And they destroyed my life. These guys destroyed my life. And I said, oh. And he said, I want to come write your Cyberfrog book. I said, Dave, I respect you as a writer. Why don't you write your own thing? Don't write Cyberfrog. No, how about if I help you write Cyberfrog too? And I said, okay. It'll probably be good training for me to get writing lessons. I can learn a little something from one of the greatest writers. I mean, Dave Sim is up there with Alan Moore. Dave Sim is up there with Neil Gaiman. Alan Moore, Dave Sim is up there with the greatest of the greats, Frank Miller. You don't know these names. They're comic book writers, some of the best. So I thought I could learn something from Dave Sim. The minute that I announced that Dave Sim would probably be helping with Cyberfrog 2, SJWs pounced with information that Dave Sim had once courted a 14-year-old girl. I groomed her to date. He kind of met her at a convention, and then he groomed her, and then what did he date her when she was of age? And it was Dave Sim kind of said, yeah, that's what happened, because that's who Dave Sim is. And I went, oh, okay. And they said, well, we're going to drag Cyberfrog with this information. We're going to drag Cyberfrog with this information. So that was great. And I had to tell Dave, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't want this kind of nonsense attached to Cyberfrog. And this right here is Rich Johnson, social justice warrior, doing a little dance. We got you to give up working with Dave Sim, you son of a bitch. And that's who Rich Johnson is. God damn these people. Hi. Hello, everyone. Shadowhawk says, hail metal movies and brewskis. Mogwai Centurion says, hail Caesar. Will Chu says, finally, EVS is here. Thank you. Yes, finally. I've been doing streams on other people's channels lately. Number one Marvel fan says, what's up, buddy? Happy to see you streaming. Missed you, LOL. Yeah, again, I kind of got other people who would say, will you come on my channel? And I'd say yes. Without thinking, this means that I am not going to be able to stream on my channel. I mean, that's the thing. I only have a limited amount of time to stream every single day. That's the problem. Mr. Biggins says, not true about Dave Sim. Mr. Biggins is one of Dave Sim's friends. You can come in here and talk about it if you want to. I seen enough. To make a decision. Dan Marshall says, nice threads and hat, Caesar. Thank you very much, Dan. Appreciate you. All right. So what else is going on? Disney Star Wars. Oh, before we do that, before we go over and talk about Star Wars for the first time in a long time, it's been a while since I've talked about Star Wars, but we'll talk about Star Wars in a little bit. Let's talk about some campaigns that are going on right now. First of all, Vestige number 1, which is Gat Hanzo, written by Gat Hanzo, drawn by our own Donald DeLay. Vestige number 1, I just looked at this today, is approaching. Look at this. It's going to hit $90,000 any second now. And I said, this should be a 6-figure book. It's going to be hard work to get it to 6 figures, a lot of promotion, but we can definitely do it. Comics Gators can get this book to 6 figures. I think relatively we're in position to do that now. It's got my cover on it. I got this book already. It's currently shipping out to everyone. Look at this wonderful Donald DeLay artwork. Donald DeLay, so good. Yeah, you cannot deny the power of DeLay. I wonder what he's doing now. Oh yeah, he's doing Cash Grab. He's doing Cash Grab with Cecil right now. Back Vestige number 1. Let's get this book. Let's flip this over to 90,000, please. I mean, we're right on the brink of that. And I think that's pretty cool. That needs to happen. The other thing I want to promote is Cyborg USA, which I've just started giving a little bit of love to. Cyborg USA was at like 8,000 something. And I just said, guys, why aren't we not backing this? Why is this book not at 5 figures at this point? I certainly backed it. I received my copies today. They came fairly quickly from the great Rob Casey. He just packed them up and shipped them over. He's only got one tier. It's the comics, $25. I received 2 comic books. One of them had a pretty nice Kanan White cover. Do we see that down here anywhere? By the way, I like this. I need to do more of people being reduced to skeletal ash. That's one of my favorite things that you can do in comics. You can reduce people to skeletal ash. Oh, yeah, here it is. Kanan White. Let's take a minute to appreciate Kanan White. This guy, Kanan White, can take absolutely anything and make it look the best it can possibly be. I don't know how he does it. This guy is spectacular. He is spectacular. He took this, he took Cyborg USA. This looks like a DC comic book, or maybe even a Marvel comic book from the 1980s. There's something kind of corny about it and something so wonderful about it. It's pure. It's family entertainment. It's superheroes. It's the ideology of the 1980s of Reagan's America. And boy, does it look fun. I haven't read my copies yet. I'm looking forward to reading them today. I will give you my review. But yes, make sure that you join me in backing Cyborg USA. Just look it up, Cyborg USA on Indiegogo. Look at this art. Some good people here. We've got some very talented people. We have some very talented people in COMICSGATE, everyone. Cash grab, Cecil's cash grab. Cecil just stopped promoting his own book. I don't know why. I can't tell you why Cecil would stop talking about cash grab, but I'll talk about it because, frankly, I've passed cash grab. You know, I didn't mean to do this. This just happens because I promote my projects. Cyberfrog 2, Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2 just hit 162, 436, which means that I passed cash grab, and I got a passive aggressive congratulations from Cecil for that. He said, I'm so happy for you, Ethan. I'm so happy for you. Thanks, Cecil. So let me promote you. If you haven't backed cash grab yet, make sure to do it. Dirtworm Doug is the ash can that you can get. And there's some controversy here. We're not sure what's going on with the head of the human centipede. Now, originally it was supposed to be John Mayall, but it's really kind of up to Rokabir Kumar, who's going to be the head of the human centipede. Now, I waited for a long time. I was excited to see. Let's see. He doesn't promote it. He doesn't promote it because you do it, Ethan, says iMega Arts. Am I dragging Cecil? I mean, Cecil would be promoting his own project, but he gets to be lazy because I'm doing it. Is that it? I mean, I'm happy to help. I'm definitely happy to help. Anyway, I was waiting so long to see John as the head of the human centipede. I love Kelsey Shannon's artwork so much. He is absolutely amazing. I think they're actually going to go backwards, and they're going to make the head of the human centipede be Gina as originally planned. And yet, Kelsey did do a sketch. I'm going to show you. Kelsey did do a sketch of what it would look like with John's head as the head of the human centipede, and it's a great likeness. Kelsey's great like that. So let me show you. This is a peek of John as this is not going to be seen. This is not going to be used. It needs to be seen, and people need to see this. This is John Mayall. If he were the head of the human centipede, this is the likeness that was done by the great Kelsey Shannon. Unfortunately, your comic book, your copy of Cash Grab may or may not have this image of John. Now, it'd be colored and everything. This is just the ink sketch with a little gray tone on it. But this may or may not be your cover of the human Cecilpede Cash Grab variant cover. I think it looks good. I think Kelsey's just awesome. Kelsey's just awesome. People are saying the eyebrows are too thick. Well, there are no eyebrows. So how thin do you want them? There are. Kelsey does rock. All right, let me see. We got a couple of big super chats here. Clayton Monk says, Uncle E, will you ever do more secret commentary videos? I still want to hear you talk about the fractured story from Hal Jordan and the rest of your Impulse books. Yeah, I might be in the mood to do that again. I'm fully cyberfrogged right now, though. I'm only thinking about cyberfrog, but I might do it. It might be okay to do that at some point, a little retrospective. Thank you, Clayton Monk. Number one Marvel fan says, I ordered 5 honeycomb sets. Going to give a few as gifts. Love the vids, buddy. Need more. Hail COMICSGATE. Number one Marvel fan. Thank you. That is great. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to talk about Cyberfrog in a little bit, give you a little bit of an action figure update as well. Zaid Comics says COMICSGATE is still going strong. Magic Cop is almost to $11,000. We are shipping books daily. I know it, and they look great. And check our next book, The Lost Pages, bringing new heroes to COMICSGATE. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, Lost Pages. I haven't even heard anything about that yet. What is Lost Pages? Hold on a second. Yeah, that is cool. Thank you so much for backing Wrecked Planet to such a degree. Let's go over and look at my own campaigns. Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. We are going to be putting up the new variant cover soon. Kyle hasn't finished coloring it yet, but he's shown progress. He is working on the one of the new variant covers drawn by me, and this is amazing. Thank you guys for look at this, $654,063 as we head towards 655. At $700,000, I'm going to make keychains. I'm going to make Cyberfrog keychains for people. Talking to 3D Robin about this because 3D Robin, he did the 3D turnaround model of Cyberfrog based on my art, and he does animation and things like that. He did a piece where Cyberfrog was crouched down, and it looked cool. And I thought, boy, it was based on one of my drawings. He kind of took the 3D model and put it in one of my poses, one of Cyberfrog's poses. And I said, boy, I think I want that to be the keychain. And then I showed that, and he said no. He said, I don't think that's a good idea. And he let me show you what he says. He put it in a new pose. He said this would be a better keychain. All right, let me just open this one in a new tab. Let me open this one in a new tab. Open image in a new tab. And then he was talking about making a plastic key fob. All right, let me show you this, guys. I try to keep you guys involved. I want you to know all the conversations that I have. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little kind of cheap plastic, like PVC version of this hanging from a keychain. I like this a lot. I think it's cool. This was just based on a Cyberfrog commission I did for somebody. And boy, I just think that looks neat. But he says, no, there'll probably be problems sculpting that, and it's going to look weird hanging from a keychain. He says, why don't you just do this? So he put the Cyberfrog in this pose here, so there'd be a keychain hanging off of his back, and Cyberfrog could sort of be judging you as he's dangling from your keys. I don't know. I'm going to see what you guys think. Let me see. What do you guys prefer? What looks better to you? Metal bottle opener is a good idea too. Boy, you guys have great ideas. Let's see. Shadowhawk says, need my Sal Blacklight. Hunter's upstairs right now rolling those posters. We bought some poster baggies that were too small, so I had to order some more bigger baggies, and they just came today. Hunter's upstairs, and he is rolling all of those. We're going to send those out. Let's see. People are saying, who made Cyberfrog judge? Sorry, he's going to be judging you. First one, it's one. Robin is right, says Jackie Myers. So that's one for Robin. Your post for Cyberfrog is much better. I do the first one on a clear rectangle. We're talking about actually making little toys. We're not, we could be doing like a little image in plastic, but that's kind of cheesy. I want to actually make a little toy. And we can do that. Crouched Wonder Girl 60 says no. Wilberforce says do the first one. Yeah, I like the first one a lot. Mullet Turtle says it's all garbage. First one, first. Crouched. He should be squatting. Judgmental Cyberfrog says Sully Toys. Judging Frog. First pose. It looks like most people want the first one. Vanessa says the judgment pose. I like this idea of a bottle opener. I could use one of those. We could probably make bottle openers. Yeah, something I can paint. Yeah, this is all interesting stuff. Like, I've never done this before. So are they going to be painted figurines? Or I was thinking today, since they're keychains, I could probably save myself some trouble and just make them metal and then unpainted. And then if people wanted to paint them, they could. It would probably be cheaper. I don't know. But I'm giving them away. These are giveaways. And see, for every little giveaway trinket that we add to the packages, we have to understand it's like, so people are going to be getting them from the $25 tier. So that's money we're pulling off of the $25. I said I'll spend 75 cents on them. And I'll make 20,000 of them. And I think I can get something like that for 75 cents if I make 20,000 of them. And that just seems like a good freebie giveaway. Let's see. A more complex keychain breaks faster, says just another person. Yeah. Ethan Van Carnival Barker says, cancel Jeremy. Well, look, guys, I tell you, I dress for the job I want. That's what you got to do. Mr. Biggin said, always dress up around the house. He said, you dress up for your woman. He said, you men have to dress up like gentlemen for their women. I agree with Mr. Biggins. I'm just following his advice. I'm following his suggestion. People want a Sal keychain. Yeah, we can get around to doing all of this. So I had a conversation today about the Cyberfrog figure, the action figure, and I have mixed feelings about this, but we'll talk about it anyway. And I'll tell you, the Cyberfrog action figure campaign, we're going to just spend extra time on the Cyberfrog toy. I'm looking at Todd McFarlane's Spawn action figure, and I'm thinking to myself, that is exquisite. And this is a guy who was spending a lot of time making that one action figure and making it perfect. We were planning on doing like 4. We were planning on doing like Heather and Salamandroid, Cyberfrog, Rumblebee, probably some little Vespis toys in between. And today in the conversation, when I was talking about, look, the main thing that this figure needs is it needs a beautiful sculpt. And it needs to be articulated, super articulated. I want you to be watching these Todd McFarlane videos that he's making. I'm yelling on the phone. I want you to be watching these Todd McFarlane videos. He's sitting there talking about all the bending at the waist and the neck and the swivels here and there. Why can't I have that? Todd McFarlane is going to raise $4 million for his campaign. But if our Cyberfrog toy is good, it can raise $1 million. I'm sure of it right now. I'm sure that we can do that. And they said, well, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just launch the Cyberfrog toy? And we'll wait. We'll see how that does. And then we'll do Salamandroid if that Cyberfrog does well. And I said, yeah, I think that's the thing to do. I think we should copy the Todd McFarlane campaign. So there's you can get Cyberfrog and you can get Bee Stung Cyberfrog. We'll just do a variant Cyberfrog toy. But I don't want to put out 4 figures that suck. I need to put them all out so that they're good. And the Cyberfrog toy, I want articulated toes. I want articulated toes and fingers on our toy. I don't want to mess around. I don't want to get it wrong. I want this thing to be absolutely beautiful. So he needs to be the focus. Salamandroid is going to eat up too much focus, and we're going to have to do that one second. So that's where we are right now. We're going to launch this campaign. We're going to try to model it as much as we can after Todd McFarlane's Spawn figure. We're going to focus on one figure. We're going to get that figure right. We're going to add things to the campaign as it grows. You're going to have 2 choices. No, you'll have 3 choices. You'll have Cyberfrog, you'll have Battle Damage Cyberfrog, and then you'll have a 3rd choice, which is both of them. And they'll start out simple. As the campaign gets bigger, we're going to add weapons. I'm going to add the trench coat that Cyberfrog was wearing from Reservoir Frog. You're going to be able to get that. You're going to be able to get all the guns that he can make. If we get to a certain point, we're going to sculpt a severed Vespis head that he can carry. I want Cyberfrog with stingers in him. I want variant heads of him smiling, looking mad, looking annoyed, all this stuff. So one at a time. Now, I hope that doesn't disappoint you guys. But we have to make this thing perfect. I feel like if this is the only shot we get at it, if there's never another Cyberfrog toy, we got to get it right the first time. So let me see. All right, you guys mostly like it. Let me see what you're saying here. One at a time is brilliant. Okay, thank goodness. Let's see. Hopefully they won't instantly break like McFarlane toys. Well, I mean, these are toys for adults, okay, or big kids. You don't want to give them to your little kids because Cyberfrog is going to have toes, big toes that I want them to articulate so that his toes are prehensile. I want there to be many hinges on this on this toy. I want his hands to open and close into fists if possible. It's important that we get this right. All right, so this gets me excited. Good. What's your relationship with Todd like? Last time I spoke to Todd was 2011. He offered me a job drawing Spawn, and I was very happy to speak with him. So let's see. It's the figure as detailed and posable as Spawn. I'm sold. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I want to get it right. I feel like I would lose track if it was Salamandroid is so goddamn big. We can do Salamandroid. I think he needs to be his own campaign. Andrea goes, "What are those things on his back? Like, what's in those?" And I told her what was in those, and she went, "Oh." Now I would want to. I want to kind of get it all right so that it works. There's so much stuff that for Salamandroid in and of himself that we need to take it slow. Number one Marvel fan says, not sure if you're friends with Todd, but he could do some awesome Cyberpunk figures for you. It'd be a nice collaboration. Look how well he's doing. That's the dream. That would be like you saying, "That's me. I'm a successful saloon singer." Okay, and you're going, "I don't know how you feel about Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson could really. You want to collaborate with Elvis? Yes. Would he do it? Does Todd even remember who I am? Does Todd care about Cyberfrog? These are all probably no. Todd is the cream of the crop, and we have to work our way up there, guys. We're not entitled to anything. Just because I'm a big fish on Comic Artist Pro Secrets, I'm the biggest fish in this pond. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, there are no other artists on this YouTube channel as big as me. But in the rest of the world, I am but, I'm just Ethan Van Sciver. Let's see. We got a nice sticker from Keaton Smith. Thank you for a 99 a pound super sticker. I appreciate that. New member, Alexei Luther, new member. Hey, fantastic. I'm glad that you just joined the channel. Andrea is upstairs right now sending out your trading cards. If you are a new member of the channel, you are going to gain access to a hidden message in the community tab that gives you instructions on how to receive your Rumblebee trading card, and it will be shipped to you. This is your free gift, exclusively for Comic Artist Pro Secrets members. You will get your Rumblebee trading card. So thank you for joining, Alexei Luther, and welcome to the channel. Michael says, yeah, but has Todd seen you in this outfit though? Yes. It didn't make a difference. It did not make a difference. Might we even see a Todd alternative cover one day? Look, guys, it's possible. Things happen. Who knew? I mean, who would have said? It's like if you had said to me in 2017, will we ever see a Cyberfrog comic book that makes $1 million? I would have went, no, what are you kidding me? No way. And here we are. So it's possible. The sky's the limit. We can do all kinds of things together. Definitely, it is a possibility to one day get a Todd McFarlane Cyberfrog cover if the stars align. And the stars are aligning, my friends. The stars are aligning. David Gagnon is a new member. He's going to be receiving a Rumblebee trading card. Now, as soon as you become a new member of the channel, the first thing that you should do is go to the community tab, find the message there that you will suddenly be able to see on my YouTube page, and then send an email, follow the instructions, and you will receive your Rumblebee trading card. Thank you so much. Send Todd an email. Don't be a pussy, says Donald Delay. I'm already doing this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not afraid of writing to Todd. Not afraid of that. It's just, all right. So, Steve Puke, Jay Bama, you shut up. You're another one over there. Those of you who are influenced by Jabba the Cuck. Jabba the Cuck is on a bad path. Jabba the Cuck is on a bad road. Do not emulate the bad kids like Jabba the Cuck. He's not going anywhere in life. I see people like Andino Palacio. I see Bob Bug with One Eye is King. These guys are on a one-way ticket to Nowheresville. You don't want to be with them. Be a good boy. Kamara says, you missed my super chat earlier, Pie Man. Well, don't worry. I'll go back and get it, All right. You're witnessed. Senpai notices you. All right, let me go back and I will look at some super chats here and see what's what. See what you guys are up to. What kind of bad news you guys are bringing. Thank you so much for sending super chats. I'm gonna. By the way, 9 o'clock tonight is the COMICSGATE auction. So that's 9 o'clock tonight, and I hope that you guys will be there. Bring your pocketbooks. bid on some artwork and bring home some cool drawings. I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 things to sell, but really I want to open it up to everyone else as well. This is a good way. We do this seasonally, every season, for people to help pay their bills. Angry Liquid says, you're looking straight pimp, Uncle E. Can't wait for Black Flag tomorrow. Dan Fraga's Black Flag launches tomorrow. Let's see. I miss strippers. Virus is asshole, says Talking Pulp. Charlie's London says, I don't think I'll make it because I went back to work today and I'm exhausted, but please have this super chat and good luck. Oh, thank you, Charlie's. Sneaky Sneck says, loving the fine accoutrement, Uncle E. Looking like truly the gayest of all magicians. Love Trevor from Canada. Thank you, Trevor. Gaming or what? Trademark says, hey, everyone, look at Scrooge McDuck. Number one, I read that one. Brett Norman says, is there any opportunity to read Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamster's original issues online in the vein of you and Dan Frega offered? I don't know. I don't know about that. You could look. You might have to go to eBay for those. Wondering Wolf says, hey, VS, I backed the Vampirella Red Foil campaign last month. Was wondering when it would ship. I know you've been busy with everything else. Just curious. Wandering Wolf is looking for his Vampirella Red Foil comic book. Wandering Wolf will take care of that right away. Stephen Jones is a new member. You're going to get the Rumblebee trading card. Chimera says, check out SOS Onslaught on Indiegogo, covered by Bisley. Let's see. Clayton Monk says, Uncle E, will you ever... Oh, I read that one. Let's see. I read that one. Riot Press Production says, Ethan, how about that Cyberpunk time-lapse painting I did? Dude, that was fantastic. That time-lapse painting was absolutely extraordinary. I don't know if you saw it, but I said, bring that painting and sell it tonight. Sell it on the auction if you want to. Let me see. I'll show that to people. This is Patrick Thomas Parnell. This is Anna's wannabe boyfriend. Like, well, not Anna wants him to be her boyfriend. I don't know if this guy wants to be Anna's boyfriend. But yeah, this guy could supplant Peaches from Anna's reaction to him. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this. He did this cyberpunk painting that was absolutely extraordinary. Is this it? No, that's not it. That's super chats. Let's see. This must be it. Here we go. Patrick Thomas Parnell. Welcome, sir. Yeah. I'm changing the world. Johnny Phantasm, everyone. So it looks like he draws it small and then projects it on a screen onto a canvas. Everybody's got their own method. I'm not even showing this. God damn it. How did I F that up? I'm sitting here looking at watching the video and you guys aren't seeing it. Sorry about that. Dummy. All right, hang on a second. Let me back it up. There we go. That's my frog. I mean, that looks great. What the hell? So you're going to airbrush the background now? What are we doing here? Looks like he's got a wife. Yeah, sorry, Anna. It looks great. That looks legit, Patrick. Wow. That looks fantastic. All right, so Patrick, great work. Great work. I'll tell you something. Cyberfrog gets some of the best fan art. There's no doubt about it. People are inspired to draw Cyberfrog, and I see some of the best fan art ever for this character, and I'm always just like humbled and I appreciate it. That took a long time to make. It's a beautiful result, and wow, fantastic. Yeah, people are People like it. Needs more soy to look perfect, says Mattman875. No, zero soy. Zero soy. No, we don't need any soy. Okay, so thank you, Patrick. Yeah, you should come on and come on to the auction tonight, which is at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. We're going to go as late as we can. And then we're going to pick it up again Saturday as well. Make sure that if you can be there, you should be there. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2. This is my campaign. And it's been doing great. Look at this. Just like a month ago, it was at 124, and now it's at 162. I mean, just even on like as an in-demand store, it's picking up a lot of heat. Somebody said today, they said, are you going to reprint the original Harris series and just continue with the Unforgettable Tales moniker? Yeah, I think I will. I didn't even think of that. I'm going to be reprinting all of my stuff in different ways. First of all, so people understand, Warts and All, which is the Cyberfrog hardcover omnibus, is going to reprint all of the Cyberfrog books from the 1990s completely unaltered and unchanged. So the black and white books will be black and white with my shitty lettering. That will all be intact. And then the Harris books will all be in there in color. Whatever's in black and white is going to stay in black and white. Warts and All means we're not going to touch it. But I am going to go back and re-release these books in certain ways. Unforgettable Tales is a recolored, not recolored, colored for the first time. I mean, where's Kyle's? Down here. Okay. Yeah, colored for the first time. Kyle's taking my black and white pages and just bringing life to them like this. Eric Weathers is re-lettering them. This is the original lettering. Eric's lettering isn't, I don't have that yet. He did it, but I don't have JPEGs of it to show people. But in any case, the books look brand new. And then I just did brand new covers for them. I kind of redrew my old covers. And here you go. They're going to be foil enhanced, embossed covers. They're going to be $10 each. So I like the idea. You know, this is Unforgettable Tales #1, and this is Unforgettable Tales 2. Why don't we just do it? Why don't we just do Unforgettable Tales 3 and have that be the Harris Comics #1? Reprint that. What I would do is I have the files for it, but they're color. I don't have the black and white files. I would turn those color files over to Kyle Ritter, and I would say, Kyle, use these colors as flats. Kick these colors up. Recolor this book and just use the originals as flats. And then just have him redo all of the Harris Cyberfrogs in color. I think that would be goddamn cool. So maybe that's what I'll do. So we'll have Unforgettable Tales 3, 4, 5, and 6. That'll be Harris Comics' 1 through 4. Reservoir Frog will be Unforgettable Tales 7 and 8. Cyberfrog Zero would be Unforgettable Tales #9. And then we would just do we do Amphibionics? I guess we don't do Amphibionics because we already re-released those. So we would just do that. Maybe we do Cyberfrog versus Creed if Trent will allow that to happen as Unforgettable Tales #10. And then just, we'll just repackage them in various ways like that. I'll redraw the covers. What I want to do is I want to redraw the variant covers for those books, or the covers that were done by other artists. I want to take, like Dan Fraga's cover, I want to redraw it my way, like take his pose and then just do my spin. Walt Simonson, same thing. Just take the original covers that they did and redraw them in my style. Make them foil, make them all match, and put them out. I don't know when that would be that I would do that, but it's a really good idea. I'm going to keep doing it. Unforgettable Tales. Okay, so there's this. Please do back this. Obviously, this comes with the this campaign has the Salamandra Blacklight poster. Hunter is shipping these out right now. We don't have Unforgettable Tales back from the printer yet. In fact, we haven't even sent it to the printer yet. But we do have the Blacklight posters. They're in-house, and you can only order them separately. So if you do back them, you are going to receive your Salamandra Black poster pretty much right away. How many of these did we sell? We printed 500 of them. Let's see, items report. Let's see where we're at. Blacklight poster, 351. So we've still got 149-ish Blacklight posters left. That's still time for you to get yours. And please do. And the big thing is, guys, Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Wrecked Planet is doing great. We've got 20 more days to see where we can get this campaign. And if we can get it to 700,000, everybody is going to get a keychain. I'm going to actually make that little announcement. Now, I don't know what the keychain is going to be yet. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to make it a little figurine. We've got a little controversy about the pose that Cyberfrog should be in on the figurine. But we're definitely going to make one. And thank you guys. 1,560 honeycomb box sets are sold. Way more than half of them out of the 2,500. Once the 2,500 are claimed, that's it. We're going to, that's the end of those. Those will not be available again. Oh, it's awesome. Feels good. Look, we're this close to 655. We're pretty close to 700, really. Really, we're pretty close to 700. I couldn't be happier. All right, let me look in the chat. Hi, everyone. Hi. Well Hung and Dung says, hail, everyone. I'm shit-faced. You're welcome. Well Hung and Dung is drinking. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, what is the $1 million stretch goal? Gee whiz, if we get to $1 million, I will think of something. It's possible. I mean, Backer Kit has that as kind of an outsider kind of thing. Like we could hit $1 million. Let me see what Backer Kit is saying. Backer Kit is probably not too accurate this far out. But sometimes they're close. Let's see, Backer Kit. I mean, Mike S. Miller lives and dies by Backer Kit, but Backer Kit let him down. Backer Kit told him that he was going to get funded for Bless This Meth, and it didn't get funded. You know, so all right, let me get it. Hold on a second. Cancel. Let me get rid of this. All right. Backer Kit. You can go just look up any campaign and look at Backer Kit. Now, early on, because they only have limited data, you know, they will make an absolutely ape. They'll make an ape shit projection of where you're going to go. Because look, here's the thing. At this point in time, Backer Kit's prediction was going to be like, you're going to make $17 million because look at this arch. But once you get to about here, you kind of know where it's trending. And right now we're trending to make $1,008,000, $1,008,000 and $842. So that's crazy. I don't expect that. I think as time kind of narrows down, unless we have a big gigantic boost, which we might have with the variant covers, wow, it's still to be trending this close to the end of the campaign at $1 million is absolutely crazy. Berserk Gut says, Ethan, did you beat Cecil yet? Yes, I did. Cecil is at, let me see, 161. Let me refresh this and see if he did any business. No, he didn't. 161, 869. And Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales is sitting at 162, 468. So we did beat Cecil just yesterday. And Cecil did congratulate me passive aggressively. All right, let's see. We sold 2,527 copies of Unforgettable Tales 1 and 5 less of issue number 2. That is absolutely amazing. How do we, I mean, that's just a regular comic book. 2,527 copies. That's big time. In this marketplace right now, I mean, I'm right up there with every other big indie company. I am right up there in their presence. You can't deny it. This isn't a $25 book. This is a little $10 comic book. God only knows if I put out a Cyberfrog book for $5. If I did a Cyberfrog book that was $5, what would my sales be like? I bet I could sell 20,000 copies of a $5 Cyberfrog book. Amazing. Let's see. The number to beat, 696, 831 is the number to beat after 60 days. Why? What's that number? Tara Wombat, whose number is 696, 831? I want to beat Earthworm Jim. As far as I can see, that's the biggest campaign. That is 815. And I think I should be scheduled to beat Earthworm Jim if we can just keep pushing the campaign. Let's see. Earthworm Jim. Did Earthworm Jim run past 60 days? Hold on a second. Did Earthworm Jim run past 60 days? Did it run in demand? Is that when it got 815? You got to be kidding me. If that's true, that's crazy. That would change my whole perspective. It had an in-demand period. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are you sure? Earthworm Jim picked up again over on Kickstarter, but yes, it did, people are saying. Can you guys, Indino Plot? Says that's now you can coast like Cecil. So, all right. So 696, is that what you said? We're going to beat Earthworm Jim like in a week? Are you telling me that we're going to beat Earthworm Jim in a week? Wow, guys. All right. Earthworm Jim, 696, 831 by 7,652 backers on July 13th, 2019. We're going to beat that, guys. I don't know about the backer count though. I would like to see more backers, but we're at least going to beat that number. I was yelling at Indino Palacio. I froze when I was yelling about you. Okay. Wilberforce Worcester says if you put up those variant covers, you will easily pass that in a week. Holy cow. I'm literally stunned into silence. I was thinking, well, let's chug along. I think we can get to 700, and then from 700, there's a shot like the last 48 hours. We can really push it to past 815, but we're going to beat it easily. We're going to beat Earthworm Jim's ass easily. Jabba the Cuck says, F you, Ethan. Frogs Eat Worms says Frank Lombardo. Yeah, we'll get the variant up there. Basically, I'm waiting for, let's see, in total, 815,676 by 9,074 backers. But 696 USD by, okay. All right, guys. All right, we can do it. We can actually do it. Hatch 450SX says, Red Gaze Sunsworn ends in 72 hours. I barely did anything. I barely even looked at Sunsworn. Let's see. Nail and Malin says, Ethan, you're killing my wallet. I'm going to be broke by the end of this campaign. Don't back it a million times. Just back it once. Just buy the box. Just buy the honeycomb box, and you've got everything. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to get the same backer count as before. Is I just have these boxes, and that makes it so that people only have to back it once. If you back just that box, you're going to get everything in the campaign. You're going to get all the variant covers, including variant covers that nobody else gets. I'm absolutely astonished right now. Amazing. Thank you for letting me know that. I bought Ides of March on day one. I'm gonna lose that now. Why are you gonna lose it? Don't lose it. Hang on to it. Goodness sakes, that's gonna be something that you can resell. All right, guys. So here's the plan. We've got to mobilize because I want to get this done quicker than I'd planned. I want to end this debate here. Let's get Cyberfrog Wreck Planet. Let's get Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet past 696. I think we can do it. I think we can do it in a few days if we really try. Kyle Ritter, let's get that cover colored. Let's get that cover up here. And let's make this something that happens real quick. Add a $2 Puffy sticker tier, huge backer surge. Well, we could do that too. We can add Puffy stickers. Interesting. Okay. Cool, guys. You guys blew my mind. 654, 503 all of a sudden as we proceed towards 655. And look at this magic. This is going to flip to 5,600 backers pretty soon. We are heading towards a quick and easy defeat of Dirtworm, of Earthworm Jim. I should be respectful as I defeat this next milestone. We are heading towards a very quick defeat of Earthworm Jim in its first 2 months. And thank you guys. Shinto Ketchup says, did you pay Kyle? Yes. Let me explain something. I pay Kyle, Puffy Nipple Tear. I pay Kyle in advance. I pay Kyle well. For this project, I gave him a 25% raise, an increase on his previous rate. Kyle gets paid more than most pencilers at Marvel Comics get paid right now, and that's unusual for colorists. Earthworm Jim was in demand until September 24th, says Donald DeLay. Okay, as long as we know what the margins are here, as long as we know what the rules are, as long as we know where the barriers are, we do not move goalposts. We want to know where the goalposts are. You tell me where the goalposts are. These are the people that move the goalposts. We just find those goalposts and we attack them. We reach those goalposts and supplant them. Yeah, Kyle's already been paid. I don't think Kyle's been paid for this cover yet, though. But I pay him thousands of dollars at a time. I always ask him if he has money, if he's okay. And I take care of him because I do not want to lose Kyle Ritter. Kyle is indispensable. He is indispensable. And so is Eric Weathers. By the way, Eric will tell you, I give Eric a 50% bonus, a 50% raise on what other people pay him. I said, when Eric, when you work for me, I will pay you 50% better than when you're working for John Mayall. John Mayall's a cheapskate. Any other person that you work for, they're going to pay you less than I pay. I'm going to pay you 50% more than everyone else. Very important. Put Kyle on retainer. Yeah, I will. I will put Kyle on retainer forever. Okay. Let me look. I want to see if Kyle did. Every now and then, Kyle will just send over a piece of artwork, and I'll get happy, and he won't make a big deal about it. And I don't see anything yet. Yeah. Damn it. Now I'm like revved up. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get ready for tonight, guys. In 2.5 hours, we are going to go live with the COMICSGATE live auction. Everyone is invited. Please do come and participate. Those of you who are artists, who are published within COMICSGATE, get in touch with me on Twitter if you have artwork that you want to sell. You are invited to be a part of. If you see something that you like, please do not hesitate to bid and support these artists so that, look, we do this every season. The next one we'll do will probably be in June or July. And it just helps these guys pay their bills and keep working on things other than commissions. We don't want them working on commissions. We want them working on their comics. Let me read some more super chats, see what I missed. And Donald DeLay says Earthworm Jim was in demand until September 27th or 24th. John Branson says, just back Wreck Planet. Can't wait to read it. Where's my Fez at? We're going to have to make those. Dex Luther, Heather Swain, Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition cover and or calendar when? Heather Swain has an exclusive variant cover in the executive honeycomb box. And it's kind of a booty shot. So, go ahead and consider picking that up. Well Hung and Dunk says, hail everyone, I'm shit-faced. Mecca McCheese says, God bless COMICSGATE and no one else, hail. Let's see. Carrie Hettinger says, love if you offered an unpainted Cyberfrog statue. Seamaster Flex says, Caesar, I miss Humble Frog Merchant from your official titles, especially today. I looked like a Humble Frog Merchant today. Maybe. Oh, maybe I'll bring that back. I look like a Humble Frog Merchant. I'm going door to door and just selling frogs to you guys. Comics and Nostalgia said never received any of the member cards. Emailed many times. Comics and Nostalgia, that is weird. Email again to the email address in the secret message, and make sure that your address is in there properly, because Andrea is not missing people. Andrea is making sure that everybody gets their cards. And if you didn't get yours, we will make it right. Grant D's Nuts is a new member and is entitled to Rumblebee trading card. Eric Lavoie says, Vinny artwork with Todd. Yeah, I know. Bugnish Bachwinkle says, can Dr. Van Sciver's miracle elixir cure boomerism? Kugel83 says, hey, Ethan, just a far off idea. After the figures are out, but maybe a metallic version of Cyberfrog like the Chromium comics. See, that's a pretty good idea. That could be kind of a stretch goal. As long as it's like, I'm like, well, maybe we can stretch goal Salamandroid and Heather. And they said, that's work. That's extra, it's a lot more sculpting. It's a lot more work. Let's just do something simple with Cyberfrog. They could easily cast Cyberfrog in Chromium, and it's not a bad idea. Number one Marvel fan is yelling. He's saying, no sound, LOL. Cecil of Christmas Past says, you can look amazing, but you still F up. Geekcore says, if ever an outfit screamed out for a monocle, cool. Rin Wesley says, you remind me of Dr. Demento right now. Camara says, I missed his super chat earlier. Donald DeLay wants me to send Todd an email. I'm not afraid to email Todd. I just think I know my place in the universe. Todd will not make a Cyberfrog toy yet. That's not saying that he won't do it later. We have to build our infamy a little bit more. Keaton Smith, thank you. Let's see. The fuck, Ethan, did you eat Mr. Peanut? Says Comic Book Bob. Lancelotto says, I say you're too insane for that. Do a Cyberfrog action figure keychain. 725K stretch goal, says GT Media Reviews. Lancelotto says, my girlfriend says you look like the Mad Hatter. Riot Press Productions. Oh, I read that one. We showed Riot Press Productions. That's the artist of Johnny Phantasm did a beautiful Cyberfrog painting. Just another person says a more complex keychain breaks faster. Thank you so much, number one Marvel fan. He ordered 5 honeycomb boxes. Oh my goodness, he's going to give them away as gifts. Thank you so much for that kind of support. You are making it. You're making it even more possible for us to beat Dirtworm Doug. We're so close. 696 is the number that we got to beat. All we got to do is get to 697, and we have beat Earthworm Jim in his initial 2-month period. And I think we can beat 815 in our 2-month period as well. But let's just see if we can get past Earthworm Jim's first 2 months of funding. That'll be a really, really easy goal to accomplish from here, guys. I need you to back Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. Pour your heart into it. Order the book, and as soon maybe I'll put the variant cover up in black and white right now. Maybe I'll just announce the variant cover, and we'll just say the second variant cover as well. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that tonight. Let's do it. Let's do it live. We're going to do that right now. Uncle E, will you ever do more secret commentary videos? I read that one. Where's the Chimera one that he says I didn't read? Chimera. I read all your super chats. Oh, he says, check out SOS Onslaught on Indiegogo, covered by Bisley. Yeah, I did read that one. Okay. We're all good. Hatch 450 says, again, Red Gaze Sunsworn ends in 72 hours. So check out Sunsworn on Indiegogo, please. I know, we could beat Earthworm Jim tonight. Oh my God, how amazing would that be? God, that would be fun to do that on the auction stream. All right, so I'm going to be kind of a little bit Millerish. I ordinarily wouldn't do this sort of thing. I was going to wait until both of the covers are colored in order to launch them. But I'm going to ask people to use their imagination. I'm going to show the first one in black and white, and the second one I'm just going to have a blank slot for it. I'll put it up this weekend in black and white. I don't know when Kyle's going to finish the colors. But I will say there are 2 new variant covers by me that are for sale. I'm going to offer them individually and together, $25 a piece or $50 for the pair. And we'll see what that does for the campaign. This would be so funny. I love you guys. All right, I'm going to go, and I'll see you at 9 p.m. We'll have the campaign, the new stuff ready to launch by then. And take care, guys. Bye.